Yo, what's up? How you doing? From wherever you are catching me from, Luzze Andrew Anderson is my name. Super excited, of course, to be here. Just like how we always do it. Of course, yeah, in the morning we did something. Of course, I start by saying good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and of course, good night. It doesn't matter where you are watching us from, as long as you are watching, you're doing such a great job. And each time I come here, I feel excited and I feel happy for some reasons. Yeah, I feel happy that I'm here and we get to talk. We get to talk about different things. And today we have a topic that I felt maybe we should share. Yeah, I feel like maybe we should share. So I'm still looking at my computers to see that we have nice sound. So as long as you are on and tuned in, I just want to know if our sound is really nice. I don't know if the sound is nice. Yeah. So as long as you are watching, yes, of course we do this every day. In the morning we did one. Of course there are days when it is a little bit tricky. Yeah, when you moving up and down. And for the people, of course, I'm always with my son. So there are times when we have to travel. Last time, of course, we had got a new member in the house. So we worked like a couple of minutes. But today, as long as you are watching in, I want to say thank you very much for watching. Luzze Andrew Anderson is my name. And of course, we are going to be talking about a simple topic. Yeah, this is the topic that we are going to be talking about. Yeah, that's the topic we are going to be talking about. And of course, your online visibility is the new currency. Your online visibility is the new currency. In the morning, we got to talk about something. In the morning, I was telling you, of course, how you can make money online. Yeah, and I was teaching you, and we were talking about different things. Of course, I'm not basically teaching you, but we are going through some stuff so that maybe if you don't know, maybe you can get to know. So now again I've come through, and this time around I'm telling you your online visibility is the new currency. In the morning I told you we were talking about how you can make money online, and of course we got to talk about very many things. But as I went through the video, after after going live, most of the times I go through and I watch those videos again. I noticed one thing which was really very important that stood out, and what stood out was mainly, let me first even write it here, your online visibility. You see, I always take notes also myself as I'm talking. Your online, your online visibility is the new currency. As I'm talking to you, I'm also learning, by the way. That is one thing I've learned, that, when you teach if you know something and you try to teach it to someone else, it helps you also learn a little bit more. Yeah. As long as you know it, but you teach it to someone else, the more you keep teaching it, the more you keep talking about it, then it helps you also learn a little bit more. Okay. It helps you also learn a little bit more. So now, during that live stream that we did in the morning, for the people, in case you missed it, you should go and watch it again. Of course, we talked about making money online, but now this is the thing. Your online visibility is the new currency. Most of the people, by then, we used to have what we call brands. Yeah. And for the people who keep watching, by the way, I keep telling you that the world of internet is almost the same as the world we live in, the real world that we live in. It is almost the same, but each one has different rules and regulations to follow. But most of the things are the same. So in real life, we always created what we call brands. You create a brand. If in case you want to make money, you create a brand. That's why we have brands like Colgate. Yeah, Colgate. We have brands like Colgate. You could go and someone wants to use. You see, I've always been called it Colgate, but it is supposed to be toothpaste. So Colgate is a brand. But remember, toothpaste, there are different brands of toothpaste. But because Colgate advertised a lot, so it came out as a brand. Very good. So we have that brand. But now, we also have brands like Shell. Yeah, Shell. Remember, Shell falls under what we call petrol stations. Yeah, we have Ajib. We have different brands. But now Shell, of course, did a very good brand. Then we also have something like what? Kiwi. Yeah, Kiwi. That's shoe polish. Kiwi. Then we have lots of stuff, yeah. But now those are brands. That is in our real life. Those are brands. But now online, now things changed. You create a brand, but you as an individual, what I talked about as your online visibility is the new currency. That when you build your brand as an individual, by then we used to build a brand as a product. You get that? We used to build brands as a product, as a Sony being a product, Colgate being a product, Kiwi being a product, Smirnoff, Coca-Cola, niceness, Coca-Cola, yeah, Coca-Cola. Then we have Pepsi, those are brands. By then, we could not even get to know who the creator or who the CEO is. We didn't want to know, but we used to create what we call brands. And when you create a brand, just like how they sold out, because if you look at all the brands that I've talked about, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Kiwi, Shell, Colgate, that right now some people call toothpaste Colgate. They tell you go to the supermarket and buy me some Colgate. Let's go at Shell petrol station, but they say let's go to the Shell, not knowing but that is a brand as Shell. You get the point. So by then they used to build what we call brands. In real life, we build brands, but now when it comes to social media, we are not building brands. Now an individual can be a brand, but now we are building, instead of building a product as a brand, now we are building individuals as a brand. And when we build an individual as a brand, then whatever they have with them, they can sell to you. That's why celebrities, very good, celebrities go to do adverts, because when they see a given celebrity, endorsing a given product, then people will buy it, not because the product or the brand is good, but because of an individual. Now that's when I told you that today your online visibility is the new currency. So that is very important. And remember, if you build your brand as an individual, then whatever comes with you is what basically people are going to buy. I don't know if you're getting my point. So right now, the damn days, as I told you, they used to build brands. And those brands, people just didn't know who is selling it, or who the CEO is, or who is the inventor. They just wanted to know the product. So someone could come and they do a Colgate advert and just using random people. But right now, as I told you initially, that there is what we call affiliate marketing, yeah? Affiliate marketing. And in the morning, for the people who are there, I told you when we talk about affiliate marketing, that is when you go, of course, if you're a creator, if you have social media, and you do whatever you're doing, but then in your description, remember, we write a title, then we have a thumbnail, that is the photo we put up on a video, like the photo we used on this video that we are doing right now. This is, of course, the thumbnail that we use. That is a thumbnail that we use. So after a thumbnail, then we go into a title. And of course, in the title, we are having your online visibility is the new currency. You get? So now, after writing that, then we go into description. I'm talking about, by the way, affiliate marketing. So in the description, you would put there, you would tell people maybe to go and you would tag a given brand or company for the people to click in that link and then go buy that product. Then you end up getting what we call a commission. You get my point? So now that is affiliate marketing. But affiliate marketing would be so hard in our African countries. Why? Because most of our people don't want to go to links, and we are just getting into the generation of buying things online. We are not yet there. We believe by seeing. We want to go. We want to bargain. So we want to be there with the product, and then we bargain. You get the point? Because of the low standards and all those things and low quality, keeping them in mind. So at the end of the day, affiliate marketing will be very hard for us. But again, how can you make money as an individual? That's where I said your visibility online is the new currency. In the morning, we talked about the salesperson, yeah? The salesperson. We talked about the salesperson stroke, the marketing person, the marketing personnels. So now this changed. By then, you could go to school, you go to university, and then maybe study marketing, you study sales, you come out from the uni, and you're having a degree or you're having a diploma in sales and marketing or whatever. So you go and then hunt for a job, and maybe they can give you a job. You get the point. Now they give you a job according to your qualifications. But now in this, what I call in this AI, 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 may I call it the AI generation? In this AI generation, things change. Now, instead of someone going to school and they are having a degree, a diploma, or a certificate in marketing or sales, they no longer need them. What they need right now is your online visibility. You get the point? They need your online visibility. Your online visibility will be helping you to sell now a product. So, as I told you, that 2026, I decided to come out because I had spent 7 years minus being in front of the camera. So I told myself, no matter how much money I was making in doing politics, where I wasn't bringing out my face and I was invisible for 7 years, I told myself, and it was intentional, that in 2026, I'll try to be visible. When you are visible, then you get to know what is it that you stand for. So when you get to know what is it that you stand for, then you're doing what we call, you're putting your online visibility there. Most of the people, more so, who are not intentional, they have the visibility online, but they don't have what they stand for. So basically, they've not made themselves brands, because you cannot wake up early in the morning, as I told you, that you deal in cars, then you deal in farming, then you deal in poetry, then at the same time you deal into property. You're confused. So you have to be very intentional when you come online. You have to stand for something, and that's something you stand for. Have you noticed that in your village or hometown, there are people that when you look at them like this, then you know that one, of course, that is tailoring. Each time you see them, then you just know that's a cobra. Yeah, because he fixes shoes, in your hometown. So when you see them, you don't basically see them, you see their produce or their service. That's why some people were named Nancy, even their hometown, they call them, you got the Nancy's place. Just by mentioning Nancy, everyone knows who Nancy is. And when they, okay, my dogs are making noise, I don't know why. So at the end of the day, when they see that someone, because they stand for something, they branded themselves they attach themselves to something. So because that's what people know them for, then it will be very easy to promote their business. So now when you come online, when you go to comment about something, if someone posted a picture or posted a video, you have to know, you have to be specific. The other side, I told you, it is called specialization in our normal life. But now when it comes to our internet life, now we call that a niche. Yes, you got to have a niche. So in real life, I told you those two are almost the same. So for the people who are just joining and living, you wouldn't understand. So it's very beautiful that when we start together, you can follow, and then you understand how you can make money online. So most of the people in real life, they told us there's what we call specialization. Yeah, specialization, that is in real life. I told you the life on the internet and life in real life, they are basically the same, but different language, rules, and regulations are also different. So now here they call it specialization. But again, on the internet, they call it niche. Yeah. What is your niche? Some people say niche, others say niche. So whatever it is, but your niche. Now that is to specialize. So basically, someone is asking, what are you specializing into? So that's why there are people online. There is a gentleman that I really like so much. For him, he stands for one thing. He's saying a man should never marry a single woman. And he has over 1 million videos, but all those videos are talking about one thing. So it is always very absurd, or it is very bad for someone to come on social media. By then, when Facebook had just come through, because it is one of the social media that came through, when it is what is your niche? Very good. This one is asking, that is Edwin. Edwin is asking, what is your niche? Okay, very good. We are going to be coming there. So now, if you ask, what is my Some, as I told you, some people call it niche, others call it niche. So whatever you call it, as long as you get it. So now, what you stand for, most of the people come on social media. They are, as you know, I told you, it was Facebook that came first. Yeah. So when Facebook came, then of course other social medias also came through. But now the problem is we went on social media. Then of course we wanted to do, we wanted to how should I call it? We wanted to interact. We wanted to connect. Yeah. For the if you went to school, you wanted to know the guys. You wanted to meet up. With the guys. You went to school with. By the way, I keep doing this because my dog is down there, so I want to see if it wants to go out follows. So at the end of the day, we wanted to just connect. Yeah, that is all we wanted. But now things have changed because we've noticed that people can make money online. So now, if people can make money online, what is it that you talk about? What is it that you post? You have to be intentional so that people may know you for that. Me, as Edwin KG, you ask. Now, me, I'm basically starting for a couple of things. Me, I decided, I keep saying this almost in every video that I make. I told myself in 2026, I'm going to come back on social media. I'm going to come back on BCM Uganda. And this time around, I want to build a community of people who support each other. I'm building a community of people who support each other. And of course, we talk about things that add value on us. And of course, helping you make money online, or how I can help you sort yourself online. And again, I want to help people or tell people that we can survive off grid. So I wanted to build a community whereby we can support each other. It has where it comes from, because most of the people, when they are on social media or when you go watch different videos, most of the people, you're watching someone you will not talk to. Yeah. You're watching someone who's just entertaining you. So me, I was like, no. Because in those 7 years, I went into depression and anxiety. So when I went through that, it was really very hard. I remember I always keep saying that story. I called someone, and it was Donzilla that I called, and I had spent like over 7 years minus talking, but she was the only person I felt like I could talk to. So now I was like, no, people watch all this content. Now since morning, when you had your phone, you've been watching different things. But all those things that you've been watching, what added value on you? Basically nothing. And when you see something that adds maybe value to you, can you call that person? Can you talk to that person? Can that someone give you time? That's why I decided to put my WhatsApp here, because that's what I want to do. I want us to get a support system. Yeah, you are there, I'm here, you need support here. We support each other, and we support each other not financially, but of course we can be like maybe spiritually. We add value to ourselves. So basically, me, that's what I want to stand for. That's why I keep saying it. But still, again, helping people. If you're a content creator, help each other, because now I want to build a community of at least maximum. Though initially I wanted 50, but right now I need like maybe 100 people, and we have a WhatsApp group that each time I come here, like the way I am, I first tell my friends, yeah, our community on WhatsApp. I send in a link so that all of them can come. So at the end of the day, we support each other. If there is someone else and maybe they are selling a product, then again, we go there and support them. So that's the kind of thing that I really want. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I told you, what you stand for is very important. Most of the people are on social media and they're using it wrongly. They have lots of numbers, because you just imagine your niche or your niche is you do dance challenges, yeah, or you're known for creating chaos. Yeah, you're known for creating chaos and always in fights online. And maybe you're known for commenting about everything. So you are not being specific. You have to be on one thing. That's why there are people who sell land now. Like I have a friend, he's called Luba Properties. Yeah, Luba Properties is some guy that I used to work with back then on TV, WPS TV. That is his name is called Chopper. So now he deals in land. But when you see him now, like, so what comes in your head first is land. So he won't talk about everything, even if there are lots of topics online, people talking about everything. For him, he is specific. He is specific. He's always talking about land, buying land. And for him, when he's selling his land or talking about land, he's specific. He tells you, we give land that is titled. And for him, that's what he stands for. So that's the same thing you're supposed to do online. You're not supposed to be everywhere. That's why now with me it gets a little bit tricky. And when you do it for long, you know, whatever you watch is in your niche. Whatever you do is relies basically there. You don't go out. You can go out, but of course you're not supposed to give your reaction because you want to be known for something. So most of the people don't know where they lie. That's why they end up even when they cannot make money. Why? Because they don't stand for something. Now there are people who are specialists, in a relationship. Now there's a lady called Jessica O. Yeah, Jessica O basically talks about relationship. Every time, everything she talks about, she's a lady who puts on, she has dreadlock. Everything. So in case you want counseling, you want to get that man. There is also a Kenyan guy still also doing that. So for him, it is basically that. So it is very important that online, as I told you, these things are almost the same. And when you get that niche or niche, whatever you call it, I told you in real life, that is specialization. You concentrate on one thing you can do best and leave the rest to others. So now, when you get that, now me, I want to build a community. I want to get a support system, whereby we can support each other. So it is very important that when you do that thing, yeah, whatever your niche is or niche is, do not leave it. Most of the people will try out something. As I told you, these things almost move the same. The way how the real life moves, it is the same way as online moves. So if you're in real life, if you try selling cars and it doesn't work, you leave that. Then you go into poultry. Because you've done it for 1 year and it's not working, you leave it. Now you go in clothes. Because clothes and boutiques are not working again, you leave. Then you are not known for something. That is how real life it runs. Now let me tell you how on internet it runs. On internet, come with one thing. Stand for that. As I told you, there's on TikTok, there is a lady who does sign language. Yeah, she doesn't talk. She's deaf, but she uses sign language. But sometimes she does her lives on TikTok, and she's having over 800 people watching, and she's having over 10 people, as guests, and all of them are doing sign language. So when you do something long enough, you will always get the people that will like it. Let me tell you, there is nothing that any human being can do, and none of the people like it. That's why they always say there is no an ugly woman. Beauty lies in the hand of the beholder. So I'm having here Manchester United worldwide is saying Luzze. Yeah, it's saying what? Let me see this. Let me read this. Let me see this. Of course, this is Manchester United worldwide. Is saying Luzze, what's up, man? What's up, Manchester United worldwide? Let me see who this is. So at the end of the day, it is very, very important that you get to be known for something. So there is nothing in this world, yeah, that someone can do. Let me say you love carpentry and maybe another person doesn't like it, yeah. So given the fact, I've seen Manchester United worldwide, and you're not creating content. I'm just seeing a couple of videos. One was posted 4 years ago. Okay, I just wanted to check you out. I didn't know who this is. So at the end of the back to our topic, there is nothing in this world, yeah, that you can do and someone else doesn't like, and there is no one who likes it. It is just that now we have to train the internet, just like how you start off, by being a teacher. In your first year you're teaching, second year teaching. Basically, some people know you, others don't know you as a teacher. You get the point? But your friends know you're a teacher, your neighbors know you're a teacher. Slowly by slowly, when these kids go to school and then you've been teaching for the next or last 10 years, guess what? The community is going to know you for teaching. You get the point? The community will know you for teaching as a teacher. So it is the same way how internet also works. That when you pick your niche, or call it a niche, whatever you call it, and you're like, you know what, I'm sticking on this. Don't think in 1 month people are going to know you for what you do. No, you're supposed to do it 1 month, then 2 months, 3, 5, then a year and a half, then 2 years, then 3 years. So definitely the internet is going to learn. And in real life, then we just get to know, and we know you specialize, and we know you for what you do. You get? Then instead of saying your names, we'll say the mathematics teacher. You get the point? So now, as in real life, we let people get to know what we do. So it is the same online or on internet. And on internet or online, that's when logarithm comes in. So now the internet will learn the kind of content you do, because it takes time when it is learning, yeah, what kind of videos do you do. When it gets to know the kind of content you do, then guess what, it already knows the people who like such kind of content, so it will start pushing your content to them, it will start pushing your videos to them. So you will not blossom in one night, and it is also very dangerous to blossom in one night. Why? Because that's what they call the one hit wonders, yeah? One hit wonder. Because when that happens, most of the time it happens when it is a breaking story or it is a trending story. That is very, very dangerous. Very dangerous, because you imagine now, like me, I've changed, yeah? I've rejuvenated, I've changed 3 times. Initially, when we started BCM, I was doing what I was doing on TV. That is celebrity interviews and artist interviews. That's what we started with. Then, slowly, when my friend came through, Bobby Wine, the president, so I was like, I'm going to support him for the last 7 years. So we went into politics, but changing from the entertainment and interviews we were doing on the same channel to change it again to go to politics, it was kind of hard. Most of my friends were like, it won't work. You would have rather opened up a new channel. I was like, no, we are going to still use this one. And guess what? It worked. It worked for 7 years. By the time we stopped, of course, we could have 10K people watching when we are doing a live. So now I am again changing, whereby now visibility, what I'm talking about, that your visibility is the new currency. Someone right now, people are given businesses not because people are given businesses, people are given contracts, people are given people get endorsements not because of their level of education, but because of their visibility online. So even if you're so qualified in something, but when your visibility is not there, then guess what? You're failing as a business person. Just like how I told you that the people who went and studied sales or marketing back in the universities, right now they are losing jobs because they are giving kids who have visibility online to sell the products. So you get the point. So right now, it's no longer about how far you went with education. No, it's about your visibility. Even when you're doctors, if you're 10 doctors, yeah, you're 10 doctors, but out of these 10 doctors, the most professional, the best of all time, is not visible online, they are losing out to the mediocres who are online and they have the visibility, because people want to deal with those that they know. People are getting endorsement, people are getting ambassador deals because they have put themselves there. So your visibility is very important. By the way, 7 years ago, as I was preparing for this time, I knew I was going to change. I knew a lot of people would leave because most of them wanted politics. But guess what? Its time was out. Yeah. Its time was out. So we were supposed to start something new. Yes, it gets a little bit hard. Yes, but when you persist, when you stick on it, it will definitely work out. Because now you're teaching, all these people, those who want to leave, they go. Now, when I changed the concept, and now it's like we are out of politics, very many people left. And of course, when I decided that now we are going to be using English instead of Luganda, again, most of the people left. Why? Because that's not them. For them, they want Luganda. And me, I'm like, no, now I want a new crowd. So it is intentional. And you're like, those who are going to leave should leave. And those who are going to stay should stay. And those who are going to come in new, then it is very okay. Because when I did that, I think we've lost over 300. I think we've lost over 300 people who have left because they wanted politics and who left because they felt they were not comfortable with English. But again, me as a creator, I know what I want. So what do? You're like, I'm sticking on this. So when you get your niche or your niche, don't leave it because it is not working today, then you leave. When you leave, then that is like the other person that I told you who doesn't want to concentrate on one thing to specialize in real life. In real life, you have to specialize, do one thing. Because when you fail, I always keep giving an example of poetry. When you doing poetry and your buds, die, and then you do it again, and again you make a loss, and again you do it again. You cannot tell me you can do the same thing for 5 years and still fail. You will become an expert in whatever you are doing because you've done it long enough. You get the point? Because you've done it long enough. So I think this thing wants to go. Okay, it's slipping. So because you've done it long enough. So when you come online and there is something you stand for and you've branded yourself like that, yes, it will take time, but it will definitely work. Let me first put up the topic here a little bit. You look at it, yeah? Look at it a little bit. Yeah, yeah. So we are continuing. Sorry about that. I wanted this puppy to go out. I think it wanted to clear itself. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I was telling you, your online visibility is the new currency. Someone will be employed not because they are so good at what they do, but because they have the visibility. When we were still working then, when you were getting jobs on TV, they used to do what we call a screen test. Yeah, you could do a screen test. After doing a screen test, you go through interviews. They used to do all these things. They were scouting out people who can communicate and maybe who can host those different shows. Now things change. Now they don't hunt for them, they go through social media. So if you're a very good actor, if you're a good songwriter, if you're a good instrumentalist, if you're a carpenter, if you're in whatever you do, if you are not visible, then people are not going to give you money. Simple. If you are not visible, you are not going to get hired. People are not going to buy from you. So it is very important to be visible. That's why it was in plan 7 years back, and I was like, in 2026, it's been 7 years, then I will come back. Yes, it's been a long time when I wasn't around. Yes, but it was in plan. And again, I know where all this ends. So I don't need deviation, let's try this. No, 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 no. That is being confused. You have to stick on one thing. No matter how long it takes, basically, there will be someone who will like it. Because you imagine, out of the billion people, if someone came out and is like, is doing car reviews, yeah, trust me, he will do cars today and he's getting 10 views. He will do cars tomorrow. In a year, people would have known them for their cars. So you're not supposed to live because the internet has to learn. So your online visibility is the new currency. So even if you're super talented, yeah, you have to put it there. So that's why most of the people are losing clients because they don't have the online visibility. I bought this microphone here, you're seeing. Then I also bought a mixer, or you can call it a sound card, recently. But by the time I went to town to buy, I already knew the kind of people I was going to buy from. And of course, I had even their numbers. So I called them even before going to town. So you see, their online visibility. So your online visibility, no one is going to call you if you're not visible. So whether you're into those animal doctors, vent, yeah, if you vent, and then, a veterinary doctor, that's whom I'm talking about, and then you don't show that I do this online, then people are not going to know. You're going to lose business to mediocres who are online. So the best currency right now everyone is having is their visibility. And it is so surprising that even the people we take as the richest people in the world, they are also working onto their online visibility. If the likes of the Mark Zuckerberg, if the likes of Elon Musk, if the likes of all these people, if they are bringing their visibility online, then who are us? Who are we that we are not bringing our own visibility online? I've seen guys even who do Rolexes and they are online. So it doesn't matter. But what is so awkward is for you to come online and there is nothing you stand for. So basically, you watch everything, you comment about everything, you talk about everything. What is it you're known for? So now, as I told you initially, that people were branding products. Just like how I told you, Colgate. Most of the people confuse that Colgate is toothpaste. So instead of saying toothpaste, they are saying Colgate and they are meaning toothpaste. which is a brand. Most of the people say Shell instead of saying petrol station, because Shell is a brand that really advertised very well. Coca-Cola, get me a soda. Which soda? Coca-Cola. We just got it. So you have to stand for something. And that people, when they see you, they are seeing your product. So instead of, branding the brand, now it is more of you branding yourself. And most of the people are getting businesses not because they are good at what they do, but because they handle themselves well and they have a good branding. So people prefer to buy from them because because of their online visibility. You get the point. So right now in 2026, just like how I told you that I decided that we are going to be here, but whatever I'm going to be talking about is about us empowering each other, us encouraging each other. We add value to each other. So that's why I'm deciding topics like this. But I can decide to do an interview with either Rema, I do with artists, maybe we do. No, 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 no. That's not the cause. Now, that's not what I want. I want us to build a community, which is a support system. And I'm not deviating. Yes, it takes long, because you imagine, we've done politics for 7 years. And of course, it was in Luganda. So you think it will happen overnight and then all the people are coming? No. Now we have to teach the internet. We have to teach it that, you know what? Now we are shifting from what we used to do. Now we are just like changing careers. Yeah, you see, just like changing careers in real life, you are the same person, yeah? So it is the same channel. That is the same person, yeah? So now, one day, now like me, a person like me, I did journalism, I did piloting, and I did also medical laboratory. One person did all the three, and I can still change. Does this change the fact of who I am? No. Does it change the career diverting? Yes. So that is very, very important. You have to know what you stand for. Just don't be everywhere. If you are everywhere, then you're confusing people. And it is always very good when you come online. As I told you, you're supposed to be known for something, which we call a niche, or a niche, whatever you call it. Have a product to sell. If you don't have a product, let it be a service. Be like, in case you guys want to earn online, in case you guys want to start up a YouTube, I am the guy to run to. And of course, I will not give you consultation for free. Of course, you pay a little bit of money. So then I'll take you through something that would have taken you years. I'm going to help you, and it will take the shortest time. If something was supposed to take like 3-4 years for you to get maybe monetized and you start earning, then guess what? I'm going to break it down for you that the mistakes that I did, you're not going to do. So for you, it will be a little bit easier, because now I sit here and I'm like, I wish I started this channel and it was basically in English. I wish it was basically in English. So now changing, I'm wasting a lot of time, but it is okay. It is now like changing a career. So yes, if you're going to change a career, you're not going to go and you study for a month and then you're done. No, it has to take years. So I wish I picked the right career maybe when I was starting. But me, I don't regret nothing. Everything was on a plan and it was intentional. But still, again, if someone asks me, I'll be like, I wish I studied it in English. Because there I would have had different people, not only the Luganda speaking people, but maybe also the English speaking people, even out of Uganda. Because now it is only the Luganda speaking people that will be watching, and the Ugandans in diaspora who understand Luganda, which means that you have a little bit of a span of people that you're communicating to, instead of communicating to the whole of Africa. Because in Africa, at least each country has someone who understands English, and they are among the one of the biggest populations. So why do stuff in Luganda unless you want to be myopic and that is the only crowd that you really want? Then it is okay with you. So now all these things, be intentional. I told you I'll be using that word a lot. Why? Because you tell me, you wake up early in the morning, you open up, okay, you go on Instagram, then you go on TikTok, then you go on Facebook, and you've just opened it up, to interact with guys, to socialize. That is the word, to socialize. And, you're there, catching up with boys and girls, and then some of the boys vibing, and maybe the girls, some of them. Oh my God, you imagine you get to be known for selling yourself if you're a girl, yeah? That is really bad, because the internet doesn't forget. As I told you, internet it is the same as real life. It is the same as real life. Do you know what it means in real life? That people know you for being a thief. In real life, you imagine people know you for being a thief. So that means you cannot deal with everyone. Some people would not really want to associate with you because you're known for stealing. So it is the same thing online. What is it that you're known for online? As being a thief in real life disconnects you and detaches you from some people, it is the same thing that happens online. That online, if you go there and you're just all over. Imagine these girls who dance, and they're licking, and then they're showing their bodies and moving around. You're basically going to be known for that. And what does that make you known for? It is making you known for selling yourself. You get the point? So why would you want people to know you for that? You have to be intentional. So basically, show what you want people. Brand yourself in a way that you want people to know you. So that's why we have a lot of wannabes. Yes, you would blame them in one way or the other, but at least they are. That's what they want to portray. Yeah. So you have to be very intentional. And when people get to know you for something, let me tell you, I've seen people and they have a simple span of people that know them for what they do. There are those who do like cars. For them, they just come to tell you this is the best car you can buy. Don't buy this one. And guess what? Someone will get money when they are going to buy a car, and they will call this person because they know them on internet, as the people who understand cars, and people will be willing to pay for their services. You get the point? So it's very important. That's why there are good hospitals. Yes, would know. Let me say this hospital is the best. Yes, the brand. Yes, but if there is someone who has more visibility online, because people keep scrolling, people no longer watch TV. Neither are they even that much reading newspapers. They are always on their phone. So how can you do it? How can you put your business? It doesn't matter what kind of business you do. Put it in their phones. Because now, I'm here, I'm at home, I'm in the village, off grid, very far away, by the way. I stay very, very far. But now, guess what? For a couple of 8 people, I don't know where you are. Maybe you can tell me where you're watching in from. But you are there, and you are seeing me, and you are watching me in current time. Because in Uganda, currently, it is 10:38. It is 10:38 at night, yeah? So, imagine that. Who knew that this would even happen? Remember when we used to make phone calls and you have to time that, what time will it be in Canada? Then I have to call at this time, So now things are not like that. Things shifted. So it is the same thing. People who are doing sales and people who are doing marketing. Right now, the kids who have, and people who have numbers, they are taking businesses. So, but again, it is really very risky and really very, very bad. If you have the numbers, but you don't know how to use these numbers. Because now I had lots of numbers. I had numbers who liked me for me when I was doing interviews. So now I mixed that crowd, when we changed to politics. And then we brought in a lot of people who loved politics. And now we've backed out, Now we are changing. So that means a lot of people have come through. So when I was doing politics, someone would not really come and advertise a product. You could not come and you're selling to a given, political party. It will be a little bit hard. So now, when I noticed that, I was like, it doesn't matter how much I was earning or how many people I'm going to be losing. No. It's not about how, it is your direction and where you're heading, Then you're like, I'm going to concentrate here. If I do this for this couple of years. But what you have to make sure is just don't come online and you don't have direction. You have to be intentional. That name there you see here, where? Here. This is Anderson Luzze. That's what I use on TikTok. Each video of mine you watch is intentional, and I have a reason why I put it up. Each video. So that's the same thing you're supposed to do. You cannot go for an event because you're in a wedding, then you take pictures and you take videos and then you upload. The next time you've gone for a burial and then you're there again, you do the same thing, upload. Then you find someone selling cars, again you upload. You find someone selling land, then again you upload. You are confused. You don't have a direction. The people who concentrate on one thing, it's not like they don't know much about the rest, because when they were telling us about journalism, they told us that know something about everything. Know something about everything. Then there are such kind of people who just know that. But again, at least have something you're selling. That is really, really very important. And it really challenged me so much. And I was like, what is it that I'm going to sell? What is it that I'm going to sell? And selling a service or selling a product, any you have, let me tell you, it can work. If I started selling these caps, and I'm like, guys, if you want such kind of caps, you can always contact me. Yes, it is. People not going to start buying immediately. It will take time, but the more they get to know you, someone will be somewhere and they want caps and they want the same, they want like 100 of them the same. They'll be like, I know the guy. By the way, I always see him on social media. You see, they know you for that. So just don't be everywhere. And let me tell you, for the people who have been following, I told you that there's one of these rich guys said that internet is going to create more young millionaires in dollars in this AI generation, as I call it, in the 21st century, more than ever in history of human being. Can you imagine? So what is it, that you're going to attach yourself? Your visibility comes number one. That's why we know of people. Do you know the damn days? Newspapers, could create celebrities. TVs and radios could create celebrities. But right now, social media is creating more of popular people. You can call them celebrities, whatever you could prefer to call them, more than TVs and radios. Because here, you are in control. You tell your people what you want them to hear. You are not censored. So basically what I want to tell you is what I'm going to say. On TV, I'm timed. They give you 20 minutes. You're supposed to have gone through those. You have a producer. So right now, all that is not there. You sit down, tell your people what you want. So if you want to be among the people, it doesn't matter. Don't mind about the likes and the views. Oh my goodness, and the comments. Just don't mind those things. There are people who always see but keep quiet. I'm among such kind of people, unless I really love the video. But basically, I watch everyone. I watch everyone. So that's why even when someone comments here, I just want, most of the time, I just feel like going on their channels to see what is it that they do. I watch everything. But sometimes I don't comment. But when you talk about something, I know something about it. So be intentional if you want to make money. Now, like me, I can never ever be in a place where there is no mini studio. Of course, I have to have the microphone. I have to have the mixer. You can call it a sound card. I got to have a laptop. Like it or not, I cannot be. Because if I feel like I want to communicate. Now, imagine, I've spent 7 years minus being anywhere. So now, I'm bringing myself back. You mean if I do this for 2 years, 3 years, you mean most of my guys wouldn't have discovered me? They would have discovered me. And do you think the things that I talk about, there are no people in the world who like it? Impossible. They could be those in Zimbabwe. I told you we have a friend in Zimbabwe. We have a friend in Nigeria. So they will definitely be there. They will definitely discover you. This is just discovering. When the internet gets to know your logarithm, it will definitely put you to the people who love such kind of content. You get the point? So that's why I kept. That's why we have a topic today, and I'm telling you, your online visibility is the new currency. Your online visibility is the new currency. What are you known for? That is the most important thing. First, get something you're known for. I have a sister. If I see her sometimes, of course, on YouTube, she's called Plates and Places with Winfred. Yeah, Plates and Places with Winfred. Cooking and the Bible. Even when I see her, I just see Jesus and I just see God, because that's what she's basically named. Of course, having a nice family. That is as per me. But again, online, it is about cooking. So what is it, if I may ask you, what is it that you're known for online? Not what you're known for in real life. In real life, they call it specialization. On internet, they call it a niche or a niche, whatever you call it. Yeah? So what is it that you're known for? Are you known for creating chaos, that in case there is a fight, someone will pay you to come and fight each other? So you have to get to know something. And it is very bad. Have something to sell. Me, I want to create a community of people that we support each other. We add value to each other. That's why I put my WhatsApp number there. I've gotten a couple of people who WhatsApp me, and some of them called me yesterday. I talked to some of them yesterday. I talked to last time I talked to Bruce. Yesterday I talked to someone, and then they know about me and my life, and I felt really good. That's the kind of community that I wanted to create, and I'm getting it. And of course, for the people who want to earn something online, work from home. Work from home. How can you do that? Again, because I've been there and I've gone through that, then I know. But what I tell you, and this is very, very important, just don't mind how many people are watching, how many people commented, how many people liked. Never, ever. Because just like how you are a teacher, or you are a doctor, or you're a dentist, or you're a carpenter, or you're a fisherman, or you're a poultry farmer, or you're into fish farming, it is not that when you bring the fish and you start up a pond and you start fish farming, that the whole community will know. Or you're into poultry, that when because you started poultry today, then the whole community knows that Anderson sells chicken. No, it takes time. I told you, just like how things run in real life. Uh-oh. Oh, I put it out. So at the end of the day, just like how things work in real life, it is the same way how it works on internet. So give it time. Be patient. Don't deviate. The most important thing is don't deviate. Stick on what you say. It is like if I come here and I'm like, women are bad, never get married, women are bad. I do that for 5 years. Let me tell you, the whole of Uganda will know. You're talking about the other guy who doesn't like women. I'm telling you, definitely. I'm telling you, definitely. So your online visibility is very, very important in today. That's why I came up with that. Most of the times I first do my research when I'm going to talk about a given topic. Today, I didn't. I was like, in the morning we talked about how people could make money online. Yeah, that's what we talked about. But again, something stood out with me. I was like, whatever I'm saying, I've noticed one thing. Your online visibility is your currency. Now you imagine, yeah, when I was doing politics, because I never used to bring my face, you guys to see me like so, and I used to use other people, but not me physically. So when I went into like my depression, there was none of these people I would call, because they didn't know who was running the channel. That's why it is always very bad to support other people. Like you're creating content, but they don't know who the creator is. If they get to know the creator, you promote yourself, then your brand or whatever you're selling comes next. I told you years back we were promoting more of the product, and we didn't know about the CEO or the inventor or the owner of the business. Right now, we just want to know the owner of the business. If we know the owner of the business and he's a cool guy or he's a cool girl, he's a beautiful guy, then people will come for the services. They just don't mind whether you're doing good or bad. So your online visibility is your new currency. It is your new currency. It's your money. Your online visibility is your money. But again, you have to be intentional and strategic. What is it I'm going to be known for? It took me 5 years thinking, and I'm like, what is it I want to be known for? I know you watch a lot of content. By the time you're here, you watch a lot. But they are people that you watch, and of course, when you see them, you're seeing obscene stuff, you're seeing nudity, you're seeing vulgar thing. So how will a company come and then they endorse you for a given product? So you have to be strategic. You have to be strategic. Someone can be into a niche, or you can call it a niche, whatever you call it, into, let me say, real estate development, yeah? So real estate development, it's not like everyday people are going to come and buy real estate, no, or buy property, no. Guess what? They can take time, and maybe they've taken 2 years, 3 years, and they are trying, and they're into real estate development, and they've not gotten any buyer, but now they get a buyer, and the buyer is paying $1 billion plus. Oh my goodness. So at the end of the day, a person who had the niche of low stuff, for you, one business, and then you're out. You're out. You've hit the target. You've hit the target. So it is very important. Don't mind One thing I can tell you guys, never. I've seen people online, yeah, because most of the people are always thinking of, if they see 1 like, 2 likes, 0 likes. It doesn't mean that people are not seeing. People are seeing, people are following. I'm telling you, people are following and they are seeing. So you just don't mind that. And again, if you fear people judging you, you fear people judging you because you're online and maybe you said something wrong. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. For the guys who've been here long enough, I've always kept telling you, just don't mind them. Just don't mind them. Just don't mind them. Because at the end of the day, tomorrow they are going to forget. They are judging you right now, and tomorrow there is something else. They've already forgotten. They've moved on to something new. So why do you fear to be judged right now instead of you putting up yourself there? If you don't put up yourself there, they're not going to know you. If you don't put yourself out there, they're not going to know you. Put yourself there and make sure you put even your face. I've seen a girl. I think she has this side of her face is really messed up. I think she got an accident. But I always see her talk about people who want to go abroad. I know her. I know about the lady who does sign language. I know her. So what is it that you want to be known for? And in case you want to get to be known for something, when you see that something, try to comment, try to get into the community so that you're in a circle of the people, the same things you like. Because why would you watch something for 10 minutes and you wouldn't put up a comment or you put up a like or a follow or something? Because that's what you want. Make sure it is the only kind of content you consume. Why? Because there are those now who are onto the X-rated, yeah? Those ones, yeah? They call them a given color, but let me name them red, yeah? Those red movies. So they even know the actors, the actresses. They're like, this one released the new one, this one. Now, that's what you're going to become, by the way, because that's what you consume. So make sure, be intentional, be in the area. Me, I imagine, I spent 7 years, by the way, thinking about now, and someone else will come and do the same thing. Yes, it's okay, and I advise you to do the same, but be like, as I'm copying this guy, as I want to do it the way they are doing it, where do they come from? What is their journey? Because you could have everything, you could have the capital, you could have everything, and you could do it, but now when it comes to online, we have what we call building the foundation. Just like I told you, these things work almost the same. Just like how online works, it is the same as the real life works. So there is what we call building a foundation. You build a strong foundation. You've seen teachers, you've seen headmasters, or you call them headmistresses, or you can call them directors. And because they've taught for very many years that the students they taught, now they are teaching their kids. You get the point? So by that time, those people have built a very strong foundation that even if they are looking for the minister of education or whatever, everyone knows that person for being a headmaster or a head teacher or whatever. You don't do it overnight. You have to keep doing it over and over and over. Me, I have friends who told me, and they're like, Anderson, you know what? No. You would have opened up another channel. I cannot lose BCM. BCM is like my baby. I started with BCM. I love BCM. I cannot lose my baby just like that because I'm creating content. Because I did not come here to make money. No. I came here to do a legacy. I want my son, when he grows up, he will look and watch daddy's videos and be like, that was cool. Every question he's having, and he's like, I wish daddy was here. What is it that he would have said? And guess what? He will find the video talking about the same thing that he's going through. Now it's not all about money. You reach a time when it is not all about the money, and you're like, now I want to leave a legacy. I want my kid, when he grows up, because I've been with him ever since. So when he grows up, he will know, like, I was standing for something. So your online visibility is very important, my brothers and my sisters. Very important. It just doesn't matter. I have my Bruce, my friend. Sometimes he watches after the videos are done because he's always busy. So Bruce, I told him, man, you're doing a great job. He builds using stones, yeah? He builds houses but putting stones like here, but he builds using stones and everywhere, and beautiful, nice work, And I'm like, no, you're supposed to come first. You come first, then whatever you do, or a service or a product, then comes next. Because some people buying from you not because you have good products, but they buy from you because they know a good person and you're likable and maybe they like you. So that is very important. So your online visibility, all my friends who will be watching here, I'll be telling you about being online. I'll be telling you coming out and doing something. Just don't do everything. Just don't come and talk about how your day went, and you're chilling. You're not a superstar that we have to know your reality show. No, you have to sell something. All my friends, I told you this year 2026, I told myself I'm building a community of people. I'm building a community of people. When we start being like 20 watching, then that's when our WhatsApp will create that goal. Because that community, I want a strong community. Like, do you know what it means when we are 100 people and all of us can meet in a WhatsApp group, and in case we want to do something, we don't have to meet. We finish it online. Do you know how strong that is? Do you know how strong that is? So most of the people don't know. So now as people are building brands, but they forget to build this community. Some are good, but now me, I want to be talking to my people. I want us to have phone calls. I want us to have, inboxes. We text each other. We support each other. You're like, we are doing this. And when it comes to content creation, because everyone has something they sell. Everyone has something they do. Everyone has at least something. I have friends who are builders. They are building. I have friends who are into content creation. I have friends. So at the end of the day, if we are in a group, why would you go get someone you don't know when we have someone in our community that they will come and help you build, and then for you at the other time you will come and maybe you have to help them in transportation. So you see, you've built your community, but this community meets up online. That is very important. So as we used to have such kind of community in real life, this is basically what I want to create online. Yeah. You get my point. You get my point. I always love it when people comment. So as we go back, because I don't want us to deviate away from our topic, of course, your online visibility is the new currency. Have you had people talking about bones? People talk about bones. People talk about, someone comes and then they tell you about the budget, and then they tell you about, all these things. So we get to know them. We get to know them because of what they do. Someone will save your number. They save your number at any point. When they need you, then they will call when it's the right time. But never deviate. Never think about, what if I don't know how to communicate? And the other thing, by the way, right now, which is selling like a hot cake, communicating. You have to know how to communicate. Yes, you can learn on job. Everyone learns. Me, I have a problem of pronunciation. I'm not good at pronunciation of words, and I know it. Since I was in primary, I'm not good at pronunciation of words. I can say Jessica, like, and they're like Jessica, and I'm like Jessica. They are Jessica, I'm like Jessica. I know, but that doesn't limit me from saying what I want to say, as long as someone understands. That's the most important. So whether they judge you or they don't, just be there. Even if it's the language and you're not good at the given language, then you can use your language. You can use Lugisu, you can use Lunyankore, you can, even if it's broken. Who said that we were supposed to speak English, by the way, even in the first place? These people just colonized us. We're supposed to be using Luganda. So your online visibility, because I said we created this channel and we want to support each other, I'm going to start by telling you some of these things. Yes. I will start by telling you some of these things, and I'm like, guys, if someone can make money, let me tell you guys, I wouldn't have been here, given the fact that I worked on TV for 15 years. 15 years, I didn't have nothing to show of it. I didn't have anything in my name. Yes, I'm not yet there, but I'm not where I used to be. So what helped out, it was social media. So now there is no way someone can tell me that social media cannot do it for you. Impossible. You cannot. You cannot. I've seen education fail people. I have not seen internet fail people unless they're not using it right. And because internet is new in our country, So most of the people misusing it. But if you get to know that a little bit earlier and you're like, no, because the 7 years that I went mute, when I came back, I was intentional. I basically knew what I want to do. So your online visibility is the new currency. Your presence online is your money. Because if I say your online visibility is the new currency, maybe you cannot understand it. But now what I'm trying to tell you is your online visibility, your being online and people see you, is your money. Is your money. So make sure it doesn't matter what you do, but you have to be intentional. As for my friends who watch me, those are the ones I can tell that, man, you're supposed to be intentional, have something to sell, whether it's a service or a product or something, but at least you have to have it, because if you don't have it, then you are in a confused world. Those are the people you find and they're like, okay, we want to give you a job. What is it you can do? And they're like, I can do everything. Why? I can do everything. Everything you give me, you're like, everything. You have to specialize. You have to have you have to have something. So with my friends, 2026, guys, this is what I want. I'm telling you, I never mind about the numbers. Don't mind about the numbers. How many people have watched me? No. Because when you become a teacher, if you become a doctor, it's not like the whole community is going to get sick one day and they all get to know that, you're a doctor. No. No. One has to get sick and get healed. After healing, it will be like, that doctor is good. I got sick and that doctor helped me. Then another one goes. It takes time. It takes time, but the beauty about it is that when it gets there and you are intentional from the word go, then your future is bright. Your future is bright. Nothing can intimidate you. I'm telling you. So being intentional from the start, that is the most important thing. That's the most important thing. So if I had started off, let me say, by doing this, it would have been nice. But of course, there are levels. So now I have what I call a foundation, and it is a strong foundation that I know even if I wanted to change, I would have, this is what I will do. If this happened, this is what I will do. I have options, and it is all up to me. I'm my own boss. It is me to decide. Because if I want a viral video, I can do it tomorrow. But I'm like, no, this is the direction I want. And someone would ask, why is it that you want that direction? Because I want to be free. I want to wake up early in the morning one day and I'm like, you know what? I want to go to Dubai. You know what? I want to go to Paris. You know what? I want to go to Peru. And at the end of the day, just like how I'm sitting here, is basically the exact thing that I'll be doing. It will be the exact thing. It won't be like I'm going to be sitting with someone. Nah, still this is what I'll be doing. So I would rather make people get used to me sitting here. Those who like me will like me, and those who have to go, they got to go. So you have to do it and you have to stick on it. When you stick on it long enough, it will definitely work. I've seen it work, man. I've changed 3 times. And now when it comes to the real life, it's been 5 times starting over. And each time was hard, but each time it started, it worked out nice. And before I know it, it worked out. Then in between, I had to start again. It was hard. I thought it would not work. It was really hard. And guess what? Again, it worked. Then again, I had to start again. I thought it would not work. I did it again. It worked. Then I did it again. This is the 5th time. So no one can break me and no one can tell me it is impossible. No. No. Impossible. No. I've done it before. So guess what? Starting all over again, I can do it 1 billion times and I'm not scared because I've seen it. You know, when you're doing something for the first time, it is always very scary. Doing your first video, I told you your online visibility is the new currency. Your online visibility is the new money. Your being present online is the money you will get. The more visible you're online is how much you'll be making. I told you even the richest people, the likes of Mark Zuckerberg, the like of Elon Musk, the likes of, they also, even Trump wanted to own an application. Why? Because they want their presence to be felt even when they have money. So if they have money but they want their presence to be felt on social media, then what of us who are broke? Are we going to hide in there because we feel we cannot talk, because we feel we cannot communicate, because we feel we have cheap phones? No. You have to say, I'm going to be here and I'm going to do it no matter what. Whatever they say, just don't mind them. Let me tell you, you'll get your Mochiga friend, you'll get your Musoga friend, you will get in touch, they will love what you do. And guess what? When you create a community, it's not supposed to be a lot of people, because it is very annoying having a community. Like I had those people who loved politics, there were a lot of them, and we could have 10K people watching, but I could not call none of them because none of them knew me. Right now, when I have a few friends, when I started doing this, I've just started doing this. Right now, I can call a couple of people and I'm like, did you watch, man? Do you know what? This is happening. And they can support me. But when I had 10K, I had nothing. But when I have 4 people watching right now, I can call someone. You get what I'm saying? I told you we are going to be empowering ourselves, man. We are going to be empowering ourselves here by force. That's what we're going to be doing. That is the topic. Your online visibility is the new currency. I don't know even how I came up with that thing, by the way. Most of the time, I do research about the topics that I do. I make a lot of research. I go through a lot of videos. I do like a lot, to come up with a topic that I feel it will be long-lasting. Long-lasting, I mean, it has what is called review. Review comes from the word review. Is not a trending video, and it is not a breaking story. A breaking story is a story where we can say that, you know what, Museveni has been overthrown in Uganda. Oh my goodness, it will trend. Everyone will love to know. It will hit 1 million views there and then. Even if you're doing cookery, even if you're doing farming, and you put up that story, yeah, people will what? Because it's a trending story. But you know what? Bad thing about that, as is has come, easy go. So now, I told myself, we are not going to be doing breaking or trending stories. Why? Because when we do a trending story, most of the people are going to come because of that story. And they will not stay because that's not what they want. That's what they wanted then. But whatever you're doing is not what they want. So you rather give people the boring, the bad, and the ugly. And those who like that will stay than giving them a breaking story, which will break your channel, because when they come and then you come through, then it will be hard. Basically, this is what I'm doing, that we came through politics. From politics, now I'm here, and now the people feel like I'm supposed to be talking about politics, so most of them are going, but again, I'm building. So you rather not do that. You stick on one thing and you're not leaving. If you're an optician, come today, talk about the eyes. Come tomorrow, come the next day, come the next day. The internet will definitely learn that you are an optician. And everyone who looks for an optician on internet, they'll basically recommend you. You get my point? Yeah, you get my point? Yeah. So that's basically what we're doing. There's something I really love. Yeah? And it will definitely work. So you don't never ever. If you're a dentist, yeah, deal with that one thing. Do not deviate. I've seen the Subaru guys, yeah, Subaru, those guys who like driving Subaru cars, yeah, they are known for that. When they are starting, people don't know them. Those with bikes, you start up. Don't leave that, because if you keep moving from one thing to another, you are then confused. So your online visibility. Me right now, I would say I wouldn't like to talk to no one if they don't have any visibility. Because one thing I believe in, we all have something we do. So if we all have something we do, then we got to promote it. Because if we eat food, that means wherever how we get our money, we can talk about it. We can talk about it. So your online visibility is your new money, is the new money, is the new currency. Right now, you would be an actor, you would be a dancer, you would be whatever you are, and guess what will happen? You will get fired, and a young kid will be employed to do your marketing or your sales job, because they have the numbers and they have visibility online. You could say, I'm having visibility, I put up my work. Yeah, but as I told you, right now, you're supposed to be the brand, then your product comes next. You are the brand, then your product comes next. Not your product to come first, and then you come next. Now. Elon Musk does whatever he does, but he comes first, then his products come next. Apple, when it comes to Steve Jobs, of course now he started coming first, then his product came next. That's why when you become, if you do a nuisance of yourself, you fail with your product. When you do nuisance, you fail. If you fail, you fail with your product. If you're involved in vulgar cases, you fail with your product. It's not like the product is so good it will survive. No. When you do bullshit, you fall with your product. So now things change. Them days it was a product. Right now, us, you. So whatever you do, and I know everyone deals in something to get what to eat. So why is it that you cannot put it online? Why is it you can't put it online? Put it online. Be visible, because it is the new money. It is the new currency. The people who understood it a little bit earlier are really achieving out of it. But guess what? It is never late. Never late. They say, ever late than never. Yes, you have to be there. You have to. This social media is not like, I'm in my 40s and I cannot be there. If you have something you sell, you have to be there. You have to do what we call the representing. If you feel you're confused about it, okay, call me. But of course, it will be at a fee. Then I show you how you can do it. And me, the things I do, I don't do nothing for anyone. I tell you how you can do it. I tell you how you can do it. How you can do it. I tell you, I'm like, man, do like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. How you can do it. And you do it for yourself. So that means whether I'm around or not around, you can still do it for yourself. Are you listening? Yeah. So today's topic, I really loved it so much. I love the people who watch the videos when they are done. Those people who watch videos when they are done, and then you watch the whole of it. You're the best. You're the best. And you put up your comments. You're the best. And for the people who take up my WhatsApp number and then you call me and then we chat, you are the best. You are the best. So your online visibility is your money. Your online visibility is your money. It is your money. Your online visibility is your money. So if you're not online, then you're missing out on a lot, man. You're missing out on a lot. And just don't watch anything. Be intentional. Why do you watch things that don't add value on you? Neither do they put food on your table. Think about it. You go get money. You buy data. You buy data. Seriously, you buy data. You put it on your phone. Then you watch things. Oh my goodness. That don't add any value. They don't bring in cash. They don't add value to you. It is not a skill you're learning. And then you're wasting your money. I told you, each video you watch, everything you see on social media, each time you scroll your phone like this, someone is making money. What is it? For you, you're doing a lot of expenditure minus any income. Trust me, at any one point you got at equilibrium, then at one point you'll be at the deficit. You reach a point when you cannot handle it. Why is it you collect money from all these other things you do, then you put it where you don't add value to yourself? Think about it. Think about it. I know if I was using Luganda, would be maybe a little bit more. But I stand on my feet and I'm like, no, we are not going to do that. Those ones will not add value. If they don't want to listen to English, then they better go. Your online visibility. This is the topic that we are having. That is the topic. Your online visibility is the new currency. It is the new money. It is the new. People pay for services. People pay for products, and they are not basically buying a product, but they are buying because of who the owner is. I don't know, guys, if you're getting my point. They are buying because the owner is their friend. And guess what? What is so disappointing? What is so disappointing is that the people that we know and we are close to, they will never support us. They will never support you. That's why me, I don't share my lives. I don't share, by the way. I don't share them. I can put them on my status on WhatsApp. I can put in the couple of groups I'm in. I don't send my lives to my friends. I don't send them to my sisters. Because the people close to us will not support us. They will not support us. It is the people that you don't know of that will support you and believe in you and even believe in your dreams. But the people close to you, because they know your weaknesses, they will never ever support you. They will not support you unless you've made it. But the people close to you will never ever support you. And until you make it, that's when they will support you. They will never. People close to you and your relatives and your friends, they will never support you. So that's why we have the opportunity of online. We have the opportunity of internet, whereby we are going to talk to people that we don't know. Ever since last week, ever since I started doing this thing, I talk to people that I've never met. I talk to people that I don't know. And they believe in me and I believe in them, minus judgment. Because I don't know their weaknesses. I just know their strength. What they give me is basically what I push back to them. So that's why I don't share. I don't tell people to subscribe. I don't go to my sister and tell them subscribe. I used to do that way back when I was studying. Right now, I don't do that. I don't tell people watch. No. I'm like, no, I want the people who are interested to be the one to watch. Because those ones will stay. If I know an average video has to get 100 views or 200 views, that's basically what I want. Minus from my friends or my relatives. Because for them, they will never support. I'm telling you the truth. They will never support. Until when you make it. When you make it, then they are like, we were praying for you. Now you've done it. We've always knew you were bright, you will do it. We always knew you will do it. They come. That's why I told you everyone wants to be on a winning team. Everyone wants to be on a winning team. If you're not on a winning team, you're going to be alone. So how are you going to come up to be on a winning team? Come on. Show yourself. Show yourself. Do it. Do it. Now, can you imagine? By the way, let me tell you, can you imagine? I'm here alone, seated here alone. Alone. Like alone. My son is sleeping already. He's sleeping now. I have enough time to make a lot of noise because he just slept off. I'm here alone and I'm talking. And guess what happens? Even when there is one person, I don't care. Because I've been there. I've started 5 times in real life. Online 3 times. And I've changed the concepts. And each concept when it was starting, it was hard. It was just like this. I just better. When it was starting, oh my God, I remember. That's why sometimes I tell my sister, Plates and Places, study the Bible with Winfred. And I tell her, you know what? I remember when I started. I remember when this happened. I remember those new beginnings, It is just like giving birth, You see your kid. I saw my kid. You guys don't know. You've not seen Tyler. I was recording videos when Tyler, my son, was being pulled out of his mama's tummy in a belly when they were pulling him out. I was recording. When he came out like this, they handed me him. And then the first thing he did was a piece. He looked in the camera and he did this. I have the video, by the way, guys. I'm not lying. Yeah, truthfully speaking. And, he did a piece. I've seen him grow. So these things, when you see something develop and growing, nothing starts from up there. That's what people forget. So for the people, they forget that. There is always the beginning. There is always that struggle. Yeah, in everything. So if you want things to move like this, the day you start, you want to be there. You don't have a foundation. Easy come, easy go. But when you do something for so long, people will come and they want to copy you, but they don't know that you've been doing the same thing for the last 5 years, 7 years. So now they've come, they want to copy you, and they think they can put you down. They cannot put you down. Even when they put you down, you can still come up. Why? Because you built your foundation. It took you time. This was not a one hit wonder that you woke up early in the morning and you did a channel. Now, no. It is a process, and when you respect that process, that is the only thing that we are having. But there was a problem in the AI generation, because in the AI generation, do you know what happens in the AI generation? Just like I call it, most of the people call it the 21st century. In the AI generation, we have the AI, the artificial intelligence. Then you will ask it, I want to be doing streaming. How is it supposed to go? Then the AI will give you a script. It will give you everything you're supposed to do. And then for you, the only thing you're supposed to do is to go and implement. Let me tell you, even with AI, this is what they call experience. Someone who has done AI and does a video, and then things reach a time and they're not working. Someone who was original and they do what they are doing, and they started from scratch and they went through it, through thick and thin, and they did it the first time, the second time, the third time, for a year. When they definitely do it, they have experience. You cannot buy that. Not even AI can buy. You can buy experience from it. Experience is the circle you've gone through. Yeah, it is something you've gone through that you cannot buy, that you cannot get. That is a process that you have to go through. Are you getting me? You cannot skip it. You cannot, like how kids grow. You give birth to a kid, they have to go through, they have to start by, crawling. Then again, they start to walk slowly. It is a process. They will not be from 1 year to 10 years because you love a 10-year-old. It is a process. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is a process. And that is what is called experience. AI will not give you that. No. Someone who has experience, even when things fail, because they know what they did some time back, they will definitely know what to do again. I'm telling you, they will definitely know what to do again. They will definitely know what to do again because they've been there before. That's why I've started appreciating the grown up. When I was growing up, I never used to respect what the elders used to say, just like the older of us, because we thought we were brighter than them. But those people were there before. Now I see my son go and he starts lying to me, and I'm like, I was there. Now he thinks he's more brighter than me. No. Experience. But don't forget, today, this has been our topic. Your online visibility is the new currency, is the new money. Are you getting what I'm saying? I do classes for people and I make them pay for my service when I'm talking to them on phone. But for you people, I do this for free. But of course, different people have different needs together with their niche, or call it a niche. So getting a one-on-one with Luzze Andrew Anderson, and it's always on video, and I'm always seated here. Then we go through it. And then we do it. Yeah. Today I don't know. Today I'm just super excited. I don't know why I'm super excited. I'm just happy. Because when I'm sharing information to you, there is nothing as beautiful as someone sharing their experience. Someone giving you their experience, and you will not have to go through some of the things that they went through, is one of the best things they can always do for you. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. Truthfully speaking, Are you understanding what I'm saying? Today I feel like I can even go out till morning for some reasons. I just feel. By the way, we skipped a lot of days. Yeah, we skipped a lot of days, so we didn't work. Oh my goodness! I think yesterday we didn't. We worked a little. Today again, I wasn't going to work because we were going to be on another platform. But I told myself, if no one supports me, then if I'm not in there 100% for myself, then no one is going to be there for me. I told you guys, yeah, because now we finished our topic already. If you do not save yourself, no one is coming to save us. If you do not save yourself, no one is coming to save us. It has to be us. We have to do it ourselves. So if you think maybe someone will come from somewhere and then they save you, some of you think you will wake up one day early morning, and then for girls it can be possible. You can wake up early in the morning and then you get a rich guy and then he marries you, and out of the blue, you're rich. But sometimes it's very good to prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. No one is coming to save us. No one. We are in this, and we are in this alone. I keep telling you about the kind of content you guys consume. Yeah, keep consuming it. Keep consuming it. 5 years later, do you know what is going to happen? 5 years later, I'll be here. Still, I'll be here. By the way, that I can assure you. I'll be here, and then I'll be telling you, do you guys remember? Do you guys remember? And then you're like, I remember when he was studying. I remember when he was saying that he was going to start using English and he wasn't going to use Luganda. Not because, yes, I knew I can get people immediately, but is that my plan? Yes, I can get people immediately. If you use Luganda, yeah, they just flow. You do this, but that is not the intention. You have to be intentional. You just have to know what you want, because at the end point. That's what it means to be intentional. You know the end point. You know basically where this ends. You know where it ends. So you don't do something because when we are growing up, we basically want things that are going to be working for us now. And then when we grow up a little, then we start thinking of things like, how am I going to sustain this? Yeah. Initially, we want jobs. We want to get a job, and maybe we want to pay for house rent. We want to get, we want to pay for house rent. We want to get food. We want to get transportation. We want to buy some houses, some clothes, and then transportation. That's what we want when we are starting to work. At the end of the day, we don't even mind how much they pay us. When we get kids and when we get families, then things start to change. You're like, you know what? I want this. Then you go slowly by slowly. You start getting intentional. You start getting intentional. You start getting intentional. You start getting intentional. Not until you're like, no, minus this, I'm not doing that. But initially you were okay with it. But now you're not fine with it. You get my point? Yeah. We will do it. We will keep doing it. We will keep doing it. So 2026, me, that's what I told myself. That's what I told myself. I have my friends. Oh my goodness. My friends, I have one in London. Yeah. He's called Legit. Legit QG was like, Anderson, that is hard, man. You should open up a new one. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. You should do this. No. My intentions are different. They're different. And I told myself, if we do this, yeah, I'm giving it 1 year. In case it works, oh my goodness. In case it works, let's give it time. Let's see how it is going to go. Let's see how it's going to go. Yup. Let's see how it is going to go. These live streams will be there. And then we'll be talking about it. Right now, by the way, for the people who want to do consultation, it is always very cheap. Yeah, it is between 80,000 to 100,000. But if it is it depends with the kind of category where I've fallen into. But when this works out, because I'm giving it a year, if it works out, consultation will be 1 million. If someone doesn't want, then I would not work with them. It will be between 500 to 1 million for an hour. I'm telling you now. And I'm recording this. I hope I remember which video I said this. Consultation will be between 500 to 1 million. Currently, it is between 80,000 to 100,000. So now things have changed. Yeah. Let's wait. If it works, then that means I would have beaten the logarithm on YouTube, and then there I'll be like, you know what? If you want to get the knowledge, if you don't have this, then we're not doing it. But I'm telling you guys, the topic, of course, I want to keep reminding you the topic so that we don't deviate. The topic is your online visibility is the new currency. Do you agree or disagree? Tell me what you think. Do you agree or you disagree? I'm still, by the way, working on something. Because I'm working on the hours, I deleted all my videos off YouTube. All the political videos, I deleted them. So my hours are down. They are very, very down. So if I get back my hours, then we'll start getting guests. And by the way, by that time when it reaches, we'll be live on all our social media platforms. We'll be live on Facebook. We'll be live on TikTok. We'll be live on YouTube. We'll be live on Instagram. We'll be live everywhere. But this is a journey. And when those people meet us up there, when we went through all this, the people who we are having right now, I will never forget you. Yep. Persistency. Consistency. Do that. Do that, man. Do it. Sometimes there are days that I miss. Yeah, there are days that I miss coming, and I feel really, really bad. I feel really, really bad. I'm like, I wish I had done it. Like the day I was bringing the new member of our family called Cici. We named her Cici because we have TT. So oh my goodness, I rode the bike for so long. So when we came back, I was feeling tired, but of course we did a couple of minutes. I felt bad, but each time I don't work, I feel bad. And when I work, even when I go to sleep, I sleep very, very beautifully. I sleep very, very beautifully. Yeah. After doing these lives, because I feel like at least I've done something today. Then the next, oh, I've done something today. Even then, oh, I've done something today. I feel good about it. So even with you can be terrified. But when you start the life, I should tell you, by the way, before I come here and talking, when I'm looking for a topic and what is it that I'm going to be talking about, sometimes I get scared a little bit, I get shy, I get intimidated, I feel like I'm scared, But when I start the lives and then I start talking, that's how even it was on TV. When they are counting you, they're like 1, 2, 3. I used to do like this. When they are counting, when you're going on air live, remember that is a national TV, everyone is watching. So they could start counting the producer, 1, 2, 3, go. And we're like, yo guys, what's up? How you doing? That's why I always start with that. Basically, I'm looking for momentum. I'm looking for the way to start. But when you start, most of the people fear to start. But when you start, let me tell you, there is nothing that can break you. I'm telling you, when you start. So even me coming here, even if it's a speech, before you start, it is always very scary. But when you start, it is normal. It is normal. Now imagine, I'm supposed to be working 1 hour. When I started off by saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, of course, good night from wherever you are watching in from. Because I'm a little bit intimidated, so I'm trying to get the vibe. So the more I keep talking, the more vibe. The more I keep talking, the more vibe. The more I keep talking, the more vibe. So before you know it, I'm here, and I just don't care how many people watch, and I'm here. So guys, man, start. For the guys, this video I did today, I did it for the people who watch BCM Uganda. If you watch BCM Uganda, I want you to be visible. It doesn't matter what kind of a job you do, whether you clean toilets or whatever you do, show people that this is what I do, and be consistent. Show them that this is what I do. And when you show them, let me tell you, people will love your services. And people will call you and they'll be like, we need you. Can you please help us here? They will call you. I'm telling you. It doesn't matter. There is a guy that I'm following right now he's on TikTok. It's called Maya. Is he called Maya? Raya Maya? Some guy. He does his content. The guy is consistent. He wants to be a streamer. But as I look at him, most of the people think he's mad. Most of the people say, he's not straight. He should go to rehab. Let me tell you, everyone has their start. If you are persistent enough, you just have to be persistent enough, man. Just start. Starting part is very scary. When you're doing something for the first time, it is always very scary. If you're doing the live, starting it is scary. You're like, oh my goodness, now I'm going. Should I do it? But when you do it, then words just start flowing. Before you know it, now you don't mind what people will say. Before you know it. So just like in any other thing, just like in any other thing, just be consistent, man. Yeah. Of course, we've talked about all these things. Yeah. So now I don't know. I want to go on TikTok. I want to go on TikTok a little bit. Yeah, I want to go on TikTok a little bit. I want to go there. Then we're going to be showing you the things that we've been talking about. Yeah. Now I'm going to go on a given platform. We are going to go on TikTok now. Yeah. Then I show you the things we've been talking about. Yeah. The things we've been talking about, and I'll be showing you people who are intentional, people who know basically what they're doing. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing now. Yeah, let me see if we don't have interrupting sound. Okay, we have nice, beautiful sound. So now we are going to be doing something. Sound is off. I'm going to be showing you different images. Yeah, and then you're going to be seeing people who are intentional at what they're doing, and this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, why is it not showing? Okay. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Okay, now you're going to look at this guy. I've always seen this guy. Yeah. I've always seen this guy. Hmm? I've always seen him when he has these kind of cars. And, okay, he's there. You see him? That guy has those things there. He sells, those are like portraits. Like this one here. Yeah. Portraits like this one. Like this one here. But this guy has kept bringing those, and then they're lighting, yeah? So you see him, he's putting himself there. He's getting to be known for that. He can talk about a lot of things. He's putting himself up there to be known for that. That's a portrait, by the way. You can put it on the wall, but it lights for the lovers of cars. Now that is something you can buy. But I'm on TikTok and I'm just scrolling, yeah? I'm just scrolling to see. Now, look at someone like her, yeah? Not in a bad way. Look at her, yeah? So now she's there and she's doing all that. She's trying to, she's like dying, yeah? But at the end of the day, what is she promoting? What does she stand for? What is that? Now, this guy, I know this guy, he's into dogs, yeah? This guy, he's into dogs. I know him. He tells you everything about dogs. Everything about dogs. So he's known for that. He's known for that. So he will not come and then talk about cars and then talk about land and then talk about relationship. He has all that, but he basically talks about dogs, man. Do you get basically what I'm saying, man? Look at him. I know him specifically about dogs. That's what you're supposed to do. So if I want a dog or anything, I'm telling you, I'll call this guy. I'll call this guy, man. He knows dogs day in, day out, yeah? Now, I also know that one there. So what is she selling, yeah? What is she selling? From what we were talking about from when we started, for the guys who've been following, seriously, let's be for real, yeah? Let's be for it. What is she selling? Because when you're selling something, you're supposed to check it out. Yeah? You're supposed to check it out. You're supposed to check in front, in the back, and you see what is it you're buying. So, what is she selling? What is she selling? Tell me. What is she selling? Do you want to be known for that? Do you want to be known for that? No, you see, now this guy, I think you guys know him. Yeah, you know him. You know what he's known for. So, guys, yeah, I'm going to be calling it a wrap. You see now this one here? He's selling you. He's selling something. He's saying Samsung S22 Ultra, GB 256, used UK BAI 380. What kind of a phone is that, though? What kind of a phone is that, though? So you get my point, guys. Yeah, yeah, you get my point. So I was just happy. So I just felt like sharing more than what we were supposed to be sharing. Yeah, so I'm going to be calling it a wrap for today. We went, we were almost going to do 2 hours, yeah? We did 1 hour, 45 minutes, yeah? 2 hours, 45 minutes, yeah? I'm happy, man. I'm happy. Each time I see that we are moving a step, I feel good and I feel nice. I still remain Luzze. By the way, let me see if any of you texted me on WhatsApp or you sent me a voice note. If you send me a voice note, we can always play it here. If you send a voice note when we are live, yeah, I can always put up the voice note and then we listen to it. No voice note, no text. Okay. When I'm done, that's when they text, yeah. But it is okay. Yeah. Okay. Guys, I want to end up by saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's been really very, very lovely being with you here. It has been exciting. Today has been one of my best days because I was telling you some of my secrets that I always want to talk about. Yeah. So I was telling you much of those. So I'm feeling good that I've shared something beautiful that is concerning even to me, and it has been really nice. So I want to say thank you very much for watching. Most of the people who watch when the video is done and you watch the whole of it. So I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I want to reach my hours so that you guys can come through as guests. So the only thing you can help me to reach the hours that I want, 4,000 hours, 2,000 hours. You can watch my live videos. You watch the video from the beginning to the end. When you watch the video from the beginning to the end, that means you would have supported me. And you tell me, Anderson, why from the beginning to the end, all the lives, yeah? So you can also be able to come through and on live, yeah? On live. We'll be watching each other, just like when you do a WhatsApp video call, just like how it is done on TikTok. So we'll be watching each other, yeah? So I want to first get those hours. Right now, I cannot do it. Yeah, so we just have to work on those hours. So please help me. We get to the hours, yeah? Help me we get to the hours. It's been Luzze Anderson, super excited each time I come through. I love you guys. That's one thing you should know. I spend a lot of time alone. Most of the time I'm alone, so the only people I remain with is basically you. It is you. So that's why I want us to empower each other. So until when we catch up, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course, good night. And if you love the content, you really lose nothing to subscribe. Hit the notification button so that each time I come through, you're among the first people to be watching. Some people think their subscription is too big. Are you sure? Until when we catch up, Luzze, Andrew, Anderson.